One of the big things that much of the media is missing is exactly why Mueller redacted some things. And in my opinion, many of these redactions are explicitly not to protect investigations, but to protect Donald Trump. I'll tell you all about it in just a second. Check out the clip, leave your comments, ding the bell, and please subscribe to our channel. Mitch McConnell, oh, it's all over, right? It's dead. The whole Mueller report, it exonerated the president, and you know. There's a simple reality here, and that simple reality is that Michael Cohen went to prison yesterday because Donald Trump ordered him to pay off women that he had had affairs with, and Michael Cohen did it. He went to prison for that. It's a campaign finance violation. He also went to prison because Donald Trump ordered him to lie about the Trump Tower Moscow deal throughout the campaign, and then to lie to Congress about it after the campaign, after Trump became president. And that's why Michael Cohen went to prison also. And what I don't get is why Donald Trump is not sharing a jail cell with this guy. He went to prison for 3 years for 2 crimes that Donald Trump told him to commit. What am I missing here? Also, cover-up General Bill Barr has said that he redacted information in the Mueller report, and this is a quote from Barr, that would unduly infringe on the personal privacy and reputational interests of peripheral third parties. In other words, he redacted information. I've been reading the Barr report every day to our podcast, basically, or it's not our podcast, but we've got a special thing on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Thom Hartmann, where a special playlist, I guess it's called, of, every day I'm reading 6 minutes of the Mueller report. And when we're all done, we're going to put it together into one giant kind of book on tape thing. And we're even thinking about rolling out, 1-week versions of it, as podcasts and as videos. But in any case, I've been reading this thing and I keep coming across all this redacted stuff. And the reason much of it was redacted was because there are people who are not indicted. Basically, all the names that are in there are people who were either indicted or who are innocent and were being told that they were innocent. But people who were not indicted, in order to preserve their, quote, reputational interest and personal privacy, Bill Barr's words, anything that involves them is redacted. Well, Barr's whole thing is that you can't indict a sitting president. So Trump is one of the people who didn't get indicted. Therefore, he's a peripheral third party. He's not a subject or object of the investigation. He's a peripheral third party. And Barr says he's going to redact stuff from the Mueller report in order to, quote, protect the personal privacy and reputational interests of peripheral third parties. That's Donald Trump. He also made it clear that Trump was not the subject of the investigation. And this may be why Trump and Barr are fighting so hard to prevent this unredacted material from getting to the House of Representatives. Because the third party that Barr is trying to protect is Donald Trump. And maybe even the rest of the Trump crime family, including Don Jr. and Jared. Although Don Jr. is mentioned at least once that I've seen so far in the report. But Jared, I want to know what are they hiding? What is Trump hiding in his tax returns? Is he hiding the fact that he's not a billionaire and never was? He's just a grifter? That we've got a guy in the White House who claimed to be a billionaire and he's just a grifter? That he's underwater. He has more debt than he has assets. Is that what he's trying to hide? Is he trying to hide crimes that he committed, like the tax frauds that the New York Times has exposed that allowed him to take over $400 million from his father's estate, largely without paying taxes on it? Tax crimes that he involved his siblings in, so that his sister, who was a federal judge, had to resign her federal judgeship to avoid being investigated? Is that what Trump is trying to hide with his tax returns? What do you think he's trying to hide with his tax returns?